CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Silvana Benelich.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. The war of words between Alberta and BC premiers is heating up. Earlier today, Danielle Smith calling David Eby's comments against building a bitumen pipeline from Alberta to the West Coast un-Canadian and unconstitutional. This afternoon, Eby fired back.
Well, I think Premier Eby's comments are un-Canadian and they're unconstitutional.
It's not the Danielle Smith show, it's the Canadian team. And we all deserve the same opportunity for the same federal funding for our projects as she does for hers. That's not un-Canadian, that is fair. And there's nothing more Canadian than fairness. That is a core national value.
Danielle Smith wants the bitumen pipeline green-lit. That pipeline would run from Alberta to BC's west coast. Eby is against the proposal, saying it makes no financial or economic sense. Last week, Smith committed $14 million to fund early regulatory work for the line, with the hope that private companies will eventually take over. So far, none have committed to that. Smith met with the Prime Minister in Ottawa yesterday before he traveled to Washington. Mark Carney plans to announce a group of major projects that Ottawa will endorse by mid-November. Today, Smith again called for the federal government to scrap laws like the oil tanker ban on the West Coast.
The message I've had to the Prime Minister is that it's the oil sands companies who need to have confidence that they're going to be allowed to expand production in order to be able to fill a pipeline. And at the moment, because of the laws that are in place, they don't have that confidence. So that's why we have to deal with these things as a package.
Smith says building an oil pipeline to the West Coast is a test of Canadian unity. 3 people are facing charges after 2 men were robbed and stabbed at a transit station next to West Edmonton Mall. Police say 2 men were approached by 3 people they didn't know near 90th Avenue and 175th Street last Wednesday morning. The group demanded their cell phones and stabbed them when they refused. Police say the group stole the men's phones and took off on bicycles. They arrested 2 men and a woman on Stony Plain Road the next day. They've been charged with robbery and aggravated assault. 24-year-old and 45-year-old men who were stabbed have been released from hospital. A man who was knocked off an e-scooter and hit by another car nearly 2 weeks ago has died. Police say a 49-year-old man was riding his personal e-scooter when he was hit by a car near 82nd Street and 115 Avenue. The man was knocked off his scooter, then hit by another car. He was taken to hospital where he died yesterday. Police are looking for any witnesses or dash cam footage of the collision. Advance polls are now open in Edmonton for the municipal election. A steady stream of Edmontonians turned up at the West End Seniors Activity Centre today to cast their vote. It's one of 12 advance polling stations that will be open through Saturday between noon and 8 p.m. Voters we spoke to today had a mix of reasons for casting their votes early.
Vote now, vote early, and get that right person in there, or you have the same thing as what you got right now.
I felt good about the person I voted for and his team. So, yeah, I was determined to cast my vote.
Well, in case something happens where I can't vote, I vote early so that I can get it done and that's over with.
Advance voters can only vote at their ward's designated advance voting station. Your location can be found on the Edmonton Elections website. 51,000 teachers still off the job on day 2 of a province-wide strike. Now, a petition has been launched about education funding. A woman wants to ask Albertans if the province should end the practice of allocating public funds to private schools. CTV's Jacqueline Wilson has the details.
The public system is starved right now for funding, but private education is not.
It's a topic the Alberta Teachers Association has issue with. Public dollars going towards private education as teachers fight for more funding to fix overcrowded and complex classrooms.
Private schools have the ability to turn students away. They can put class size caps. They can advertise for the fact that, they've got small classes, which public schools can't do. We can't turn students away. We don't have class size caps. And they also can charge tuition.
A new citizen-initiated referendum question approved Tuesday aims to divert that private school money back to public schools. A 2022 report by the Public School Boards Association of Alberta shows the province allocated more than $314 million to private education in 2021. The ATA says that number is closer to $461 million. The report also notes Alberta education grants are provided to accredited funded private schools at a rate of 70%, which makes private school funding in Alberta the highest in Canada.
What's the most reasonable way to get more kids in classroom with reasonable class sizes? Some of those alternative paths definitely take pressure off the public system as well.
Both the province and ATA say they're only in exploratory talks.
We've said from the beginning to the teachers union that they've got to go find out what their members really want and come back to a table. We have to come back to the table with something. What's the point in having a third negotiated settlement that the teachers reject?
What's unusual about this strike is that it doesn't seem like the parties can even agree on what the problem is, let alone find solutions.
The Premier and Finance Minister said on Tuesday they could force teachers back to work after the legislature resumes October 23rd.
If we get to the end of the month and nothing's changed, and especially if the ATA hasn't returned to the table formally, then we'll have to consider everything.
Jacqueline Wilson, CTV News, Calgary.
While the province waits for a new proposal from teachers, formal education is on pause in Alberta. Some students are still trying to study even though schools are closed. But as CTV's Connor Hogg reports, education experts say this isn't the time for parents to panic.
With school out for the foreseeable future, some kids are trying to keep studying despite the classroom closures. Ahana Kitan is one of thousands of Edmonton students with a lot more free time on her hands.
I'm kind of happy but sad at the same time because I don't get to meet my friends. Our future grades are going to get impacted and we're not going to know that much for our future career.
Ever since the strike was announced, the parents who were already coming to our center with their kids, they have been calling us back to say if there's something we would be doing during the strike days.
VTeach Learning Center is offering half-day and full-day camps for kids who are suddenly out of school. The center is using the provincially provided toolkit for each grade. VTeach's owner says knowing how to teach is an issue for many parents.
All of a sudden, kids are at home and, maybe parents are not equipped with all the resources to be able to teach their kids.
I don't think we need to be sort of panicking and jumping on anything right now, thinking like we need our students to be learning at home.
Assistant Professor of Education Sarah Hamilton says parents should be encouraging kids to spend time interacting with each other and avoiding spending too much time staring at their TV and phone screens.
There is no expectation that anyone is teaching curriculum at home, and that is not the messaging from our schools. Teachers are not going to base where they pick up with curriculum based on how much work their students have done throughout the strike, right? They'll pick it up back where they left off.
Back at VTeach, there is hope the strike won't last for too much longer. The provincially provided materials are no substitute for this student.
That is helping, but it's kind of for lower grades. Because yesterday I was doing divisibility rules and I learned that in grade 6.
Connor Hogg, CTV News, Edmonton.
Connor McDavid spoke publicly today for the first time since signing a 2-year extension with the Oilers. As CTV's Evan Kenny reports, his message was clear. It's time to win now.
Connor McDavid will be bringing Rogers Place to its feet for at least 3 more seasons.
Our heart's here in Edmonton. Our heart's here with the core guys, with the guys in this room.
The Captain signed a 2-year, $25 million contract yesterday. It will kick in next season. Today, McDavid explained why he's willing to go without a pay raise.
Gives us a chance, as I said, to extend our window here in Edmonton. Lenny's not going to go hungry with that money.
And shows what kind of guy he is, what kind of person he is, what kind of teammate he is.
Sports analysts in the city believe McDavid wants to win now, and he will worry about getting paid later as the NHL's salary cap is expected to increase.
He didn't give himself a raise. It's a short-term deal, 2 more years, but I think with the way he went about it and the money he's leaving on the table, he truly wants to win.
He's a guy that wants to win, that wants to create a legacy of winning, not just for himself, but for his teammates and for a community too, which is an exciting thing.
McDavid's win now mentality has Edmontonians fired up.
This is the best deal I've ever seen in my life. I'm just saying. I'm saying three-peat.
And has 97 eager to get back on the ice.
It starts with obviously tomorrow night and starts with a good regular season.
The Oilers open the season at home against the Calgary Flames tomorrow. Evan Kenny, CTV News, Edmonton.
As Edmontonians do their grocery shopping ahead of Thanksgiving, inflation may play a role in what makes it onto the table. CTV's Sasha Petramala spoke with a pair of home economists about how to serve a budget-friendly holiday meal.
Cooking an entire Thanksgiving dinner for the whole family is a commitment, and often an expensive one.
I know that it can be intimidating to take on the whole Thanksgiving meal, but really, as cooking goes, it's not complicated cooking.
These home economists have found cost-effective ways to save as the holiday season gets underway.
Meal planning as a general practice will help save you dollars.
But so many things can be frozen, and then if you have a big deep freeze, that will save money in the long run.
For a 5-kilogram turkey in Edmonton grocery stores, prices range from $25 to $40. Jody Kashkar says there are cheaper options.
I did pork tenderloin because it is a really inexpensive protein right now. It's probably less expensive than a turkey, even a frozen one.
Using ingredients effectively also helps keep costs down.
So it doesn't seem really big when you buy it, but I butterflied it and pounded it and then filled it with a stuffing that includes some spinach, some onions, some dried fruit, and some breadcrumbs.
They also say buying fruits and vegetables that are in season is another way to save.
The Brussels sprouts I bought frozen, and that was $2. The carrots, a bag of carrots for a small bag is like $2 again.
As for catering the meal, it may seem like an easy way out, but not for your wallet.
You are looking at probably somewhere between $35 and $55 a person.
And after all, lower costs just might turn down the temperature at the dinner table.
There should be no tears.
Just family drama.
Yeah, well, yeah, goes without saying.
Sasha.
A new corner store has opened at the old Strathcona Farmers Market. The side door gives shoppers another option for groceries and local goods more days of the week. CTV's Gates Squarn was on hand for the grand opening.
Let's go shopping.
People looking for fresh vegetables or a hot cup of coffee at the Old Strathcona Farmers Market during the work week can now head over to the side door. The new corner store welcomed curious Edmontonians this morning.
Look at this. Oh. And a beautiful, you see? Nice. And a beautiful baked good.
Ward Papasteo councillor Michael Jans was first in line for a coffee.
I ordered an Americano, and it is delicious.
He says the farmers market has been a staple in the community for over 40 years. He adds the new store's extended hours gives more people an opportunity to come out and support local.
The city as a whole is growing in the core. There's new apartment buildings under construction. There's new buildings that are becoming in future, and those people need somewhere to shop. They need somewhere to get groceries. People are looking for unique products that the market has to offer.
The market says it wanted to give vendors the chance to get in front of customers during the week.
Some people don't like the busyness of the Saturdays. They like the quietness of the Sundays. And of course now they have all the free time throughout the week to come down and visit as well.
Edmontonians at the opening shared their excitement at the new possibilities a corner store can bring, whether it's picking up a pastry.
Oh, so good. Yeah, I think it's going to be great for the community. It's like all week long farmers market. It's great.
Or ingredients for tonight's dinner.
I'm going to get some carrots on my way home and vegetables that I like to buy local because they taste so much better. So that's what it means. It means being able to buy local more days of the week.
Although the main market will still be closed during the week, you can now stop by the side door Tuesday through Sunday. Gates Squarn, CTV News, Edmonton.
Coming up, why the leaders of the so-called Freedom Convoy won't be going to jail. Also ahead, a local ex-NHLer banned for substance abuse gets into the non-alcoholic beer business.
This isn't for people that are just sober. It's for anybody that enjoys alcohol responsibly.
Good evening, folks. Look at these temperatures. 23 degrees in Edmonton for a daytime high. 10 degrees warmer than average. 24 in Red Deer. We'll see a big cool down for tomorrow. Another warm up into Friday. And then it gets really chilly for the Thanksgiving long weekend. All those details just a few minutes.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
Coming up on Wednesday on Your Morning Edmonton, under a harvest moon, we will show off a harvest meal. Tips from a dietitian on how to eat healthy and local this Thanksgiving.
Your Morning Edmonton, weekdays.
Two leaders of the so-called Freedom Convoy will not face jail time in connection with the 2022 blockade. CTV's Judy Trin explains.
Already convicted of mischief, Tamara Leach and Chris Barber, the two main leaders of the Freedom Convoy, arrived to hear their fate.
Lawrence, what do you think will happen today? What are you hoping for?
Hoping that Tamara doesn't go to jail.
A supporter was arrested before the judge even handed down her sentence. The trial has revealed schisms in society over vaccine mandates, but Justice Heather Perkins McVeigh said it did not factor into her decision. Politics has no place in this court and plays no role in the determination of what is a fair, just, and appropriate sentence, she said. For their role as organizers in the 3-week occupation of downtown Ottawa in 2022, both Barber and Leach were given conditional sentences of 18 months. It includes 1 year under house arrest and a curfew after that. Barber helped coordinate the movement of trucks. His lawyer says he won't appeal.
It was a lawful protest. She found that it turned into unlawful because of the blockage of the streets.
The judge took into account more than $55 million in police costs and the lost revenue for businesses, as well as the disruption of community services. But the court also acknowledged that both Barber and Leach did try to limit the footprint of the convoy. Leach had already spent 49 days in jail.
There were many people in the downtown core and businesses that were affected by the Freedom Convoy. She doesn't deny that. The question of was there remorse for what she did? No.
Leach's lawyer says they're still considering appealing her mischief conviction. Meanwhile, both leaders of the Freedom Convoy are facing a civil lawsuit. Judy Trin, CTV News, Ottawa.
A former NHL heavy hitter is taking a swing at the craft beer market after a lifetime ban from the league for substance abuse. CTV's Amanda Anderson has the details.
For anybody that knows my story of, being hammered in the NHL for, over 10 years.
A lot has changed for former NHLer Brent Myers since his days in the National Hockey League.
Ding, ding, ding. George Laraque and Brent Myers. Down you go, and oh, baby.
A career plagued by drug and alcohol abuse.
I got suspended for life for substance abuse in 2006, and I cleaned my life back up, and I got sober in 2008.
Now, the only beer he cracks open are the non-alcoholic variety. His favorite, Unhammered, is one he partnered with Alley Cat Brewing to create.
It's a huge growing market right now. We launched our Alley Cat non-alcoholics a year ago, and the growth we've seen in that and just the opportunity that's out there, it's huge. And then partnering with Brent on this new opportunity, there's a lot of marketability on that.
Myers likens the taste of his beer to a Corona.
We've got a little vitamin D in there. It's only 60-some calories. It's light and crisp. And this is for all walks of life, though. This isn't for people that are just sober. It's for anybody that enjoys alcohol responsibly.
People wouldn't know the difference. It looks like a beer, it smells like a beer, it tastes like a beer. It meets all that criteria, but it's non-alcoholic.
Myers says the beer's name, Unhammered, represents the opposite of his past.
That journey was a hard journey, but you know, people ask about regrets, and if you notice the can, I put bold taste, 0 regrets. Because I don't have any regrets. Everything led me to this point here today. The pain, the ups, the downs, all that kind of stuff got me to the point where I live my life in sobriety today. And everything good in my life has come from sobriety.
Amanda Anderson, CTV News, Edmonton.
The Cross Cancer Institute is celebrating an almost $500,000 donation. The Cure Cancer Foundation delivered a check today for $435,000 to the Institute. The money raised by the foundation is part of its Toast of the Town initiative.
We raise money for research and equipment to fight immunotherapy cancers in Alberta, and in particular CAR T-cell therapy here at the Cross Cancer Institute. Our drive in 2026 with Toast of the Town and the Cure Cancer Foundation is to come up $2.5 million to buy the equipment necessary to not only manufacture the CAR T-cells we need here in Alberta, but also to administer the research and administer the therapy here in Alberta.
The Cure Cancer Foundation is 100% driven by volunteers.
Programming brought to you by the music of Star Wars with your Edmonton Symphony Orchestra. Learn more at winspearcenter.com.
Welcome back. As expected, into the 20s today. 23 degrees, puts us 10 above average. 27, the record daytime high. We were at 7 degrees this morning, well above average for the morning low as well. In fact, this is warmer than some of the forecast highs through the coming weekend. That's how much it's cooling down for Thanksgiving. On the backside of this low pressure system, you've got this cold front. That's been producing some showers and thunderstorms off to the northwest in the Swan Hills, Slave Lake regions. We may see some gusty wind, maybe a scattered shower as that front goes through. Jasper area gets some snow overnight tonight into early tomorrow. Here in Edmonton, the big story is not so much going to be precipitation with the passage of that cold front, but the return of some cooler air. 23 today, about 13 for a high tomorrow. Sunshine by tomorrow afternoon and mainly sunny skies for Thursday with that high pressure system. And things will start to warm up a little bit for Thursday, Friday. There was today. Here's tomorrow. You can see this red zone moves all the way off into Saskatchewan. Things get back into the mid-teens, it looks like Thursday. And then I've got 18 in the forecast for Friday. We'll take a run at 20 for one more day on Friday. After that, you can see this colder air starting to press further and further to the south as this big upper trough takes over. And not only does it look considerably cooler for the weekend, gusty wind for Saturday and Sunday, and decent chance of some showers late Saturday that could turn to some wet flurries Saturday night. 7 degrees, Fort McMurray, Cold Lake, Lloydminster tomorrow morning. Closer to the freezing mark in the Peace Country will be around 6 degrees in Edmonton, 4 in Red Deer. 12 degrees for Fort McMurray tomorrow, 14 Cold Lake. You'll be around 12 degrees in Grand Prairie. Closer to 10, though, for Whitecourt and Edson with cloudy skies. Jasper, wet snow in the morning, 6 degrees and cloudy in the afternoon, and then low to mid-teens from Red Deer off to the east. Here in the city, it looks like low teens tomorrow, mid-teens with sunshine Thursday, close to 20 with sunshine Friday. There's your gusty wind for the weekend. Cloudy skies, good chance of some showers, possibly some wet snow there Saturday night. A high of around 10 on Saturday, 4 degrees for the high on Sunday, and about 7 or 8 on Monday. Does get a little bit milder for the middle to the end of next week, but awfully chilly for the Thanksgiving weekend. That is your forecast.
A St. Albert woman has set up a little free library filled with books focused on mental health. As CTV's Merrick Cash explains, she was inspired by her own challenges and hopes it helps her neighbors, whether the books are returned or not.
A little yellow library now stands near a walking path in St. Albert's Lacombe Park neighborhood. The addition has been providing smiles to people walking by.
It livens up the walk a bit. There's always some new writing on the wall, on the sidewalk, and cheery messages and encouraging messages.
Savannah Sturmer is behind the project. She created the library and filled it with books earlier this summer.
Each book is focused on mental health in some way, whether it be a memoir, journals, workbooks, self-help in any way, children's books as well.
People walking by are invited to grab something to read without replacing it.
They can keep the book. They don't need to feel like they're obligated to bring it back. If they want to, they can. They can also give it to a friend if they want to. It's totally up to them.
After setting up the library, Sturmer continued the uplifting theme by writing positive chalk messages along the walking path.
Messages like "you are not alone," and messages that remind them they can take whatever they need from the library. Like the books, the resources are there for them.
Her struggles with anxiety and depression inspired her to create the library.
I'm hoping that it will show people that they're not alone in what they're dealing with, and that people do care, and that there is a community around them, supporting them.
For those walking by, the new library is a gesture of kindness from a stranger.
Every little bit counts. Like one step at a time, everything helps. I think it's a great idea.
Merrick Takash, CTV News, Edmonton.
Great initiative indeed. And that is it for us tonight. As always, thank you for watching. Have a good night.